Do you want to know?
Hello guys, welcome back again to English with Geronimo. So today we're going to talk about pronouns as a part of speech. Now, pronouns are replacement of nouns. So let's get to know more what are pronouns. Let's begin. Now, what are pronouns? Now, pronouns are used or words that used to replace nouns. So let's get to know more what are pronouns. So we have example here, pronoun as a place, we can use it. Pronoun as a person, we can use he or she or some other pronouns that we're going to talk about it later on. Now third, we have things, we could use they, and feelings, we could use also they as an example of it. Just one example, then later on we could continue on what are the other pronouns that we could possibly use. Now next. Now, there are four main pronouns that we could possibly use. Now, pronoun as the subjective or subjective pronouns, it is the subject in the sentence. Objective pronouns, these are the object in the sentence. Possessive, we could divide it into two. There is possessive as adjective pronouns and possessive pronouns as well. And the fourth is reflexive pronouns. So, let's begin. Now, as a subjective pronouns, now here we could use singular pronouns I, you, he, she, and it. Now, as a plural subjective pronouns, we can use we, you, and they. Okay, let's have an example sentences of subjective pronouns. Now, as a singular or singular sentences, example in sentence number 1, I am a student. So, I here was used as the subject in the sentence, and it is also known as the subjective pronoun. Number 2, you are a teacher. So, you here is considered as the subject in the sentence, and it is also a subjective pronoun. Number 3, he is a driver. So he here is the subject in the sentence. So she is a nurse. Now she also here is a subject in the sentence. That's why it is considered as subjective pronouns. And last thing is it is running. Now it here is the subject which we are referring to in the sentence. So let's use also subjective pronouns as the plural form or in a plural form. We have number 1, we are studying. So we here is considered as a subject in the sentence, and it is the function of this is subjective pronoun. Then next, we have you are teaching. So you also here is the subject in the sentence. And lastly, they are busy. So they here is the subject also in the sentence. Next slide. Now also pronouns can be used as the object in the sentence. So objective pronouns. We can use singular form me, you, him, her, or it. In a plural form, we can use us, you, and them. So next we have the objective pronouns. Now objective pronouns are used as the object in the sentence or the receiver of the action in the sentence. Now let's have first the singular pronoun. So number 1, give me the book. So me here is our objective pronoun which is the receiver of the action give. Next number 2, see you later. Now you here is our objective pronoun which is the receiver of the action see. Number 3, tell him to study. Him here is our objective pronouns which is the receiver of the action tell. Number 4, show her the photo. Her is our objective pronoun and the receiver of the action show. Last sentence, Let it rest. It here is our objective pronoun, which is the receiver of the action let. And for our plural form, first sentence, take us home. So us here is our objective pronoun, which is the receiver of the action take. Number 2, talk to you soon. So you here is our objective pronoun and the receiver of the action talk. Now here, them, we use them, send them a letter. So them here is our receiver of the action, which is the receiver of the action send. Now them here is in a plural form. So next we have possessive adjectives. Now for singular possessive adjectives, we have my, your, his, her, its. And we have our plural form, our, your, and their. So let's have an example sentences of possessive adjectives. Now singular, my shoe is red. So here the possessive adjective is my, which is describing the shoe. Next, number 2, your toe is big. Now your here is our possessive adjective pronoun, which describes the toe. Next, his car is blue. So his is our possessive adjective, which describes the car. Next, her ring is pretty. Now her here is our possessive adjective that describes the word or the noun ring. Its tail is brown. So its here is our possessive adjective, which describes the noun tail. Now for our plural form, we have first sentence, our teacher is tall. Now our here is our possessive adjective, which describes the noun teacher. Next, number 2, your desk is brown. Now your here is our possessive adjective, which describes the noun desk. And lastly, for our plural form, we have their house is new. Now their here is our possessive adjective, which describes the noun house. Now possessive adjective is different with possessive pronouns. Now let's identify those later. Now for singular possessive pronouns, we could use mine, yours, his, hers, its, and for plural form, we use ours, yours, and theirs. So as you have noticed, possessive pronouns use as or to show ownership of something. Next. Now in possessive pronoun, let's have first a singular example sentences. This pen is mine. So mine here is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the pen. Number 2, that cup is yours. So yours is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the cup. Next, number 3, the glass are his. So his here is our possessive pronoun, which shows the ownership of the glasses. Number 4, this pen is hers. Now hers here is a possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the pen. Next, the bone are its. So its is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the bones. So for our plural form, we have the first sentence, this key is ours. So ours here is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the key. Next sentence, that book is yours. So yours here is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the book. Now third, these balls are theirs. So theirs here is our possessive pronoun, which shows ownership of the balls. Okay, next slide. We have reflexive pronouns. So reflexive pronouns are in a singular form. We could use myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. For plural form, we have ourselves, yourselves, themselves. So as you have noticed, when we use reflexive pronouns, we add self or selves in or after the pronoun itself. So my plus self is myself. Our plus selves is ourselves. Don't forget that. Next. Here, reflexive pronoun example, sentence as singular. I live by myself. So myself here is a reflection of the noun or the subject I, meaning myself. Next, second, let yourself in. So yourself here is our reflexive pronoun. Number 3, he cut himself. So himself here is our reflexive pronoun, which reflects to our noun or subject he. Next sentence, she hurt herself. So herself here is our reflexive pronoun, which reflects to the subject she. Now next, last sentence, it cleans itself. So itself here is our reflexive pronoun, which reflects to our subject it. For our plural form, first sentence, we live by ourselves. Ourselves here is the reflexive pronoun, which reflects to our subject we. Next, second sentence, give yourselves credit. Yourselves here is our reflexive pronouns, which reflects to our subject you. Next, last sentence, they cook for themselves. Themselves here is our reflexive pronoun, which reflects to our subject they. Next. Now let's have a quick review of our pronouns that we have discussed today. So pronouns used as the subjective, pronoun as the objective in the sentence, pronoun as the possessive in the sentence. It could be used as the possessive adjective or possessive pronoun. And lastly, we discussed about the reflexive pronouns. So, thank you for listening to another video tutorial about pronouns as a part of speech. Now, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, English with Geronimo, and also like my Facebook page, English with Geronimo. Now, see you later. Bye.